What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. We're gonna be continuing the Thin Blue Line. This is gonna be episode 4, Rag Week. We're very excited to go just continue on the journey, get some laughs on, and just kind of start our day right. And hopefully this will provide some joy and some smile for you all. So without further ado, remember, I say this a lot. I'm probably gonna say it again one more time. Snacks not included. Bring your own, damn it. See you soon. Snacks not included. Rag Week, episode 4 of the Thin Blue Line. Let's get it. Click play, kid.
Now, you promise you won't forget to go to the bank at lunchtime?
No, I won't, Patricia. Of course, it would be more convenient to go now, and for that very reason, the bank is closed. It being a principle of British banking that the customer must be avoided at all costs. Great thundering trumpets! Has the world run mad?
Rag Week, Raymond. Just students having a laugh.
When I was at college, I suffered from the curious delusion that I was there to study. Well, I suppose we were all young once.
Not you, Raymond. You were born middle-aged.
Damn.
Kind of you to say so, Patricia. I've always attempted to maintain a mature outlook, but I cannot deny that there have been lapses. I once possessed a whoopee cushion. I never deployed it, of course, but the capacity was there.
Wuss.
Well, I really don't think you're being fair, Patricia. We have lots of fun together. What about last night? Flagellation on top of fornication. You don't often get that.
It was boring.
Well, it was the best Scrabble score I've ever heard.
Just don't forget to go to the bank at lunchtime.
Morning, Pat. You all right?
Oh, it's Raymond. He's getting worse. Do you know, last week I found him in bed with a model.
No.
We've still got bits of balsa wood stuck to the duvet.
Juvenile, juvenile, juvenile.
More juvenile, sir.
Just once in a while, I'd like to nick someone whose balls had dropped.
Jesus.
And where are the real crimes, eh? The terrorism, the bank jobs. I had such exciting dreams, Craig.
Yeah, I'll get them and all, sir. Rubber waders and a boat hook. You don't have to wake up sweating.
Yes, Rag Week, ladies and gentlemen, is upon us again. Come on, sit down. And the question that every policeman, or indeed police person, must ask himself, or indeed, itself, is how are we to deal with the inevitable juvenile excesses to come? Constable Goody.
Well, it depends, doesn't it? I mean, not all excesses are the same. Are we talking plain excesses or excessive excesses?
Jesus.
Well, I think by definition, excesses are excessive. Or they wouldn't be excesses, would they?
Is this one of those brain teasers, sir, where Cleopatra turns out to be a goldfish?
Concentrate, laddie, concentrate, because believe it or not, you did make a valid point. One must, of course, judge each case on its merits. I do not wish to have my officers accused of being excessive in their treatment of excesses, especially if those excesses are not particularly excessive. So on the whole, what I think we are discussing here are excessive excesses. Is that clear?
No.
No.
No way, man.
But keep going, sir. I expect we'll catch up.
Decent crime, that's all I'm asking for. We used to get them every day. This neighbourhood's really gone downhill.
It's just made soup, sir. Looks very tasty, very naughty.
Ooh.
This is it. Crockett, I need profiles on all known terrorists in the southeast. Crate, Phone the Home Office. Phone the Armed Response Unit. Get me a tea, milk, 4 sugars.
In what order, sir?
Me, Craig, where were you dragged up? Milk in first, tea next, sugar.
Oh, thank you.
So, what excesses may we expect to encounter, and how are we best to deal with them?
What about a student rugby club sing-along and trouser dropping? How do we deal with that?
Good question. Well, if at all possible, exercise tolerance, the police officer's secret weapon. For never forget that if you arrest a college rugby team for using obscene language, at some point you'll find yourself in court having to recite the lyrics of the good ship Venus.
Whoa.
Surely not, sir.
Oh, yes. Defense briefs are ruthless. They will say to you, exactly what did my client suggest that the figurehead was sucking? And if you do not answer in a loud, clear voice, they will claim that you are unsure of your facts.
Answer what, sir?
An external organ of the male anatomy.
Doesn't rhyme with Venus.
May I have a word, Raymond? A matter of extreme urgency has arisen. I want to bring you up to speed because you and your officers may possibly be able to assist in a minor capacity at some hypothetical later stage, although I doubt it, and only if I let you, which I probably won't.
Well, anything we can do to help, Derek. Perhaps we could all club together and buy you a straitjacket.
Now, this
Yes.
has just arrived. I think it's genuine.
We, the St. Neddards, demand freedom and political autonomy for our sovereign state of Igelok.
My guess is some form of Gallic or Celtic separatism.
And my guess is some form of brain-from-body separatism. This is clearly the work of a wild lunatic.
Exactly. Have you ever been to Wales?
Oh,
As for
shit.
Scots, if your national dish is a sheep's stomach, you're going to be bitter, aren't you?
Oh, shit.
Of course, it could be the Cornish. They're bloody strange. And the Geordies.
So at present, you suspect anyone who doesn't live within 10 miles of the Thames estuary?
Sir, I'm probably completely wrong, but Igelok sounds a bit Anglo-Saxon. Maybe it's something to do with the Arthurian legends.
Well done, Constable. You got a good little brain there. Bit of training, we might make you a detective.
Oh, I don't think so, sir. I haven't got the skills, you see. For one thing, I can't talk out of my...
Yes, thank you, Happy. Surely,
Go,
Inspector
girl.
Grimm, you're not suggesting that we take this note seriously.
I take all threats of terrorist activity seriously until proved otherwise. Have a look at the rest of the facts.
Be warned that we intend to target the fascist borough of Gasforth with a series of terror attacks using deadly dratsuck.
I've got a very, very bad feeling in my stomach about this. How about you, Constable Cray?
Yeah, I don't feel so good myself, sir. But I did have a kebab for breakfast.
This may be a hoax, it may not be. All I know is, if it is genuine, my arse will be on the line and I don't want a cock-up.
Well, I imagine that you don't. So,
shit.
this deadly dratsuck, what do you think it might be?
My informed guess is some kind of Semtex-style explosive.
Yes, well, it could be.
That line,
It's also,
guys.
of course, custard, spelled backwards.
Custard?
And if we apply the same backwards principle to our other mystery words, we discover that the St. Neddards, who want autonomy for Igelok, turn out to be students who want autonomy for their college. I fear,
Oh.
Derek, that you've been the victim of a Rag Week prank.
Well, you worked it out quicker than I thought, Raymond. Not as quickly as I did, but well done all the same.
Legend.
I got the Home Office on the phone. And the Armed Response Unit want to know what you want.
Tell them I'm gonna shoot some bleeding students!
So, as I was saying,
So he's not so smart as we always thought of him. This Detective Grimm, man, getting fooled.
tolerance, the police officer's secret weapon. What a dippert's loof that man is.
You won't forget to go to the bank at lunchtime, will you? I'm snowed under here. I'll have to do my admin over a takeaway as it is.
More haste, less speed, Sergeant. Rushed meals lead only to upset stomachs and onion rings on the duty log.
Well, I shouldn't eat so much rubbish anyway. I think it's making me flabby.
No, what absolute nonsense, Patricia.
Do you think so?
Of course. It's got nothing to do with diet. You're bound to start to sag a bit as you get older.
Oh. No chill, man. Let's go, boys.
All right, we check the handwriting of every student in this college. Assuming that is that they know how to write. You hear that, Craig? Hey?
Hello, darling.
Craig?
What's you studying then, eh?
He's a hello, darling. Yummy.
Raymond!
Yes?
It's nearly past. What about the bank?
Great heavens to Betsy, Patricia, there's plenty of time. Can't a fellow be allowed a few moments of peace to read a chapter of Sherlock Holmes and enjoy his chocolate frog?
Yeah.
I'm not even having a lunch break. There's too much paperwork. Now, if you don't go to the bank and renew the standing orders, they'll repossess the telly.
Well, that'd be no bad thing. It's all rubbish anyway, nothing but mindless escapism.
Oh, and Sherlock Holmes is mindless escapism, I suppose.
Sherlock Holmes is literature. If it is also escapism, then it is good, solid escapism, with no game shows or swearing. Rag Week is a trying time, Patricia, and I think I might be forgiven for wanting to dream again my boyhood dreams of foiling the machinations of the Red-Headed League.
Well, we none of us get what we want, do we? I know I don't.
No, I suppose not. It must be a dull business for you, Sergeant, being attached to a creaky old plodder like me. It weighs on me, you know, it does. Sometimes I imagine myself doing something splendidly heroic to make you proud of me.
Aww.
Proud and happy.
You could make me proud and happy, Raymond, by going to the bank when I asked you, and occasionally giving me a damn good rogering.
Whoa! Give it to her, man.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Constable Gladstone, Sergeant Dawkins and I were just discussing that fellow Ring. Roger Ring.
Yeah.
And we were just saying,
Rogering.
well, how damn good he is, basically. Damn good Roger Ring. Isn't that right, Sergeant?
Yes, that's right, dear. But we see so little of him these days, don't we? Or indeed his Swedish cousin, Bonk.
I love her, man.
What do you want, Gladstone?
What do I want? I don't know. I heard nothing, sir. It's none of my business.
Smart man.
Well, I think we got away with that one.
Just don't forget to go to the bank.
A damn bank, man. Go. National Friendly Bank. Ah. Freaking lines.
Best morning we've ever had at the arcade, Maureen. 5 pence. 10 pence.
2 pints.
Paula. Visiting the bank.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out, Constable Goody. I was about to ask for 2 tickets to see Lawrence of Arabia.
Do you think we're in the right queues, sir? Some of the other queues are moving much faster, and it's nearly time to be back at work.
I hate that happens.
I think I'll swap. Do you think I should swap, sir? I think I should swap. Some of the other queues are moving much quicker. Do you think I should swap queues, sir?
Yes, Constable Goody, I think you should swap queues. I think you should swap banks. If I'd given my choice, I'd have you in a different country altogether.
God, I've got an idea, sir. What if I swap queues, but you stay here? Then we can keep an eye on each other. And if you get to the window first, I'll rush over and you can let me in. And if I get to the window first, you can come back and I'll let you in. No, what we do is we put a bag here to save our place, and then we go and join the other queues. Oh, no. I've got a much better idea. We put the coat and the bag at the end of each queue, and then we just ask other people to shuffle them down so we don't lose our...
5 pence. 10 pence. 15.
Excuse me. Police. Won't be a minute. Tarnov.
Yes, officer.
Yeah, I've filled it all in. I'd like it in 20s, please, darling.
Wow.
One moment, Detective Constable Cray. Did you just push in?
Oh, yeah. I always do that. Well, if you can't jump the odd queue, what's the point of being a copper? Tarnov.
perks.
The point, Constable Cray, to quote the first paragraph of the police statement of common purpose and value, is to uphold the law firmly and fairly, to prevent crime, to pursue and bring to justice those who break the law, to keep the Queen's peace, to protect, help and reassure people, and to be seen to do all this with integrity, common sense and sound judgment. I seek in vain to find couched within that glorious sentiment any mention of pushing in.
So, perks of the job, innit?
Finish, sir.
Yes, sir. Think you've lost your place?
2 seconds to spare. Good afternoon, Sergeant Dawkins. Forgive me for not greeting you more affectionately, but as you can see from the clock, I'm back on duty.
Did you go to the bank?
Of course I went to the bank.
Oh, thank goodness that's out of the way.
Yes, I should perhaps add that although I went to the bank, I didn't actually manage to transact any business while I was there.
Are you telling me you didn't organise the standing orders?
I fear not. You see, I neglected to allow for the fact that because the banks now spend so much money advertising their tawdry services on the television, they can no longer afford to actually employ any staff. I'm going to write to somebody, I really am. Their adverts suggest this utopian space-age world where money is handed out willy-nilly by gorgeous pouting nymphets with degrees in computing. Well, we do not require nymphets, pouting or otherwise. All we ask is that they put some extra staff on at lunchtime and pens on the ends of the little chains.
I don't believe you, Raymond. You can't do the simplest thing. Now I shall have to go after all and make up the time. You're a bloody idiot. You know that, don't you? A bloody idiot.
Ah,
Please,
damn.
Sergeant Dawkins, we are on duty. I'm not an idiot. I'm your commanding officer. I'm only an idiot between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, after 6:30 and at weekends.
Well, I'm not on duty, so you are. An idiot, a pompous twit, and a pain in the backside. Andy, you're in charge of the desk.
Hi, Inspector Fowler. I'm collecting tea and Bicky money. You owe £4.
I'm afraid I shall have to pay you tomorrow, Constable Gladstone. I was held up at the bank.
Well, I must say you're taking it very calmly.
Okay.
Excuse me, please. Can I get a drink, please? Thank you very much. Constable Habib, I want this lot processed and charged.
What for? Looking stupid?
Bloody students. We pay for this, you know. We pay taxes so that these imbeciles can send hoax threats to the police. They think it's a joke. Well, it isn't a joke. I know what a joke is, and this isn't it. Now, a joke is something like a man walks into a bar. He says, ouch, because it's a public bar. I mean, it's an iron bar. Now, that's a joke.
Yes, well, they say it's the way you tell them.
Yeah.
Now, you get on, Inspector Grimm. We'll book this lot of desperados and ensure that they're properly dealt with. Never fear.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you recognise the seriousness of the situation.
If I'm not at the nick, you can get me on my mobile. I'll give you a banana.
Whoa.
Look at you. I can scarcely believe my eyes. The future of Britain. The cream of a proud nation. Well, God help us.
God help us.
Do you honestly think that any halfway decent Japanese company is going to want to give any of you lot a job? When Mr. Mitsubishi is asking himself, where shall I construct our new generation of small family hatchbacks? Do you think he's going to say, oh, I know, we'll go to Britain, where the academic elite are a bunch of idiots in tutus and gorilla masks? Or will he go to continental Europe, where young people wear Benetton tops and respect authority? You ever think of that? No, well, it's time you bucked up your ideas then. Or before long, Britain's name will be mud. Or worse, it'll be Italy.
Damn.
You're not worth charging, just shove off. I weep for our country, I really do. Did you know that 12-year-olds in Holland and Belgium can already speak fluent English?
They're no cleverer than British children, sir. My niece is only 10, and she can speak fluent English.
Your head is just something you keep your hat on, isn't it, lad?
God damn.
Rest assured, Inspector Grimm, I have dealt with those reprobates.
For all the good it'll do, you might as well have just told them to shove off. I'm tired of police work, aren't you, Raymond? Nothing but idiots, delinquents, yobbos and hooligans.
Oh, I think you're being a bit harsh there, Derek. Some of your officers aren't so bad.
You know damn well what I mean. It's all gone posh, snob, brainy, bloody hoity-toity, up your bum and pardon me for living.
I beg your pardon?
There was a time when if a bloke wanted to rob a bank, he went out and he bought a shotgun. Nowadays, he buys a suit from Marks and Spencer's and gets a degree in accountancy. They think we're stupid, you know that, don't you, Raymond? Well, I'm not stupid. I've got 5 O-levels. 2 of them bloody good grades.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, Fowler?
Raymond, I'm in the bank. There's a hold-up.
Oh,
Still, I don't believe it. They'll have to get some more staff. I'm going to write to their head office. I really am.
Shut up, you fool, and listen. It really is a hold-up with guns. I'm lying face down on the floor with the other customers.
Stay where you are.
Oh, shit.
That's what they said. What side do you want? Gotta go.
What side are you on?
A real, live, armed bank robbery. God, I'm so happy I could cry.
Christmas for him.
White aspect secure. 1-2 out.
Woolworth, I think it said there. Burger King.
Well, thanks to Sergeant Dawkins' prompt action, we've got them good and cornered. I hope they haven't shot her.
Have you established communications?
Of course I have. You worry about your own job. Are the operational perimeters secure?
My officers are in complete control.
All right, everyone, step back a bit, please. Come on, step back.
There you go, son. I can't afford much, but if it's for charity...
What?
You're students, aren't you? This is a Rag Week stunt. I knew straight off that he wasn't a copper. He's too young and weedy. I thought he's a student, he is.
Yeah, well, I ain't giving him nothing. I've given enough already. I've paid for your education, you lay about. And for your heroin and your free bloody condoms.
Condoms.
I am not a student. I am a real police officer, and there is a bank robbery in progress, so will you kindly stand back, please?
He's very good, isn't he? I mean, he's really quite convincing.
Perhaps he's a drama student. I don't care what he is. He should get a bloody job.
Leave him alone. He hasn't done any harm. Here. You haven't got any pot, have you, love? Rheumatism's killing me, and paracetamol just brings me dinner up.
Yes.
Help her.
We'll see what we can do. Fowler, job for you. Go!
What can I do? How can I help?
They want a pizza. Detail your people to get them a pizza.
Of course. And perhaps a small selection of cupcakes.
Standard procedure, Fowler. We acquiesce to the gunman's demands, that way we win their trust.
Brilliant, Grim. We win their trust by buying them a pizza. Why, it seems so simple. I wonder if the same tactics could work in Bosnia.
Just do your job, Fowler. And if the shooting starts, keep your head down. Go!
Look, there mustn't be any shooting, for heaven's sake. There are innocent people in there. Patricia's in there. We must talk to them.
I have talked to them, they won't budge. I've used all my negotiating skills.
Look, Grim, you have all the negotiating skills of an embittered Rottweiler. Your telephone manner is about as appealing as a pub toilet at closing time.
No can do! This is CID business. And that is my phone.
The woman I love is in that bank. Let me talk to them.
Just order the pizza.
Sir, if I give him the money, do you think he'll get me one?
Goody, the criminals desire a pizza. Kindly order one.
Yes. Oh, what sort of pizza, sir?
I don't know, spicy gerbil flavoured. Just get a pizza.
Do you mean the works?
What?
The works, sir. It means all the toppings.
Yes, who cares? Just order everything.
No, I don't think that's a good idea, sir. I mean, everything includes anchovies. Lots of people hate anchovies. I know.
Anchovies could send these villains over the edge.
Yes, and pineapple, sir. I only know one person out of all my friends who has pineapple. Tangy tropical he has, and the rest of us go...
Personally, I find the idea of any seafood on a pizza
quite repulsive.
Yeah, I always pick the olives out.
Well, give them to me, because I love
Look, Goody, just get a plain cheese and tomato pizza and get it now.
Oh, do you think they'll want garlic bread?
Just...
Son of a bitch.
On second thoughts, I'll do it myself.
They never take shit serious.
Yes, it's coming. Where the hell is Fowler with that pizza?
I want to make a complaint about police harassment.
Fowler. Where's Fowler?
Yes. Real pizza joint, guys? Ooh, I like that music there. Pizza you love.
Pizza delivery. If it isn't hot, there's a 50p refund on your next purchase of diet or regular Pepsi. Offer only applies between 6:30 and 7, Mondays and Tuesdays, subject to availability. Usual restrictions apply.
Wow. He's in.
Well, I might have known. Now, this time, you really have gone too far.
All right, lob us the pizza. Then get lying on the floor with them other lot.
Lob us the pizza? Them other lot? Great jangling jelly babies. If you spend more time in lectures instead of playing ridiculous pranks like this, you might sound slightly less moronic. This rag nonsense has gone quite far enough. You are all in very serious trouble. Now hand over those ridiculous toys.
I'll kill you, you bastard.
Don't you dare take that tone with me, laddie. There's nothing clever about foul language. I am a police officer, and you are all under arrest.
Get away, or you're dead.
I'm going to count to 10. 1.
Don't, Midge. I don't want anything to do with murdering coppers.
If you hurt him, I'll shove that gun so far down your throat you'll be blowing bullets out of your backside.
Blimey, they're all coppers.
Let's go, baby. What a legend.
I've never heard of such naughtiness, I really.
I love it. Naughty. The gangster.
All right, Grim, the siege is over.
Back up, boys.
Oh, Raymond, you were wonderful.
He getting laid.
I'm so proud of you.
Well, I was very proud of you too, Patricia. You were most intimidating. I certainly wouldn't want to meet you on a dark night.
Except to sleep with me.
Well, quite.
He getting laid.
I'm the manager of this bank, and I have to say, you acted with tremendous courage. Oh, thank God it's all over. Go, go, go!
Wuss.
Well, you broke every rule in the book, Fowler. Well, I can't deny you ended the siege without bloodshed. No, it's pretty cool to talk round armed robbers like that.
Oh, really, Grim? Hasn't the penny dropped? Armed robbers? I hardly think so. Why, under these silly masks, you'll find no craggy-faced criminals, but beardless, spotty-faced students on a rag stunt. Well, there are plenty of mature students at college these days.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We knew it, obviously.
So,
he didn't.
Desperate villains, just as I thought.
Both of you risked your lives for us. Now, is there anything the bank can do for you?
No. The only reward a police officer needs is to know that he's done his duty, served his community, and ensured that, as ever, the thin blue line remains unbroken.
Of course, you could renew our standing orders.
Oh, yes, actually.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, sir. The bank closed 3 minutes ago.
You kidding me? What a prick. What a freaking prick. Let's make sure there's nothing here, guys. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's nothing there. All right, guys, we're going to go full screen, guys. Give me 1 second. And, yeah, let me go full screen, guys. So we just finished up Rag Week, and definitely a great episode. Craig be having me dying with some of the lines that he's saying. Goody, you know, just the goof, you know, just you know, it's very easy to confuse him. I've been there, done that. So yeah, as much as we laugh with Goody, you know, very often can we relate to him. So definitely loving that character. Patricia and Fowler, for me on this episode, take the cake, man. She was getting on him the whole episode about going to the damn bank. She would just not let that shit go, just constantly, just almost nagging. Just go to the bank, hurry up and go to the bank. Now I gotta go to the bank. So this rag week, this was I'm gonna be honest, this was a new term for me. But we got the gist of it based off seeing what's going on in the episode, as far as there could be some pranks going on, and they look like they were doing things for charity. So let me know if there's anything we missed out on that, because that is a new term that we're pretty much hearing for the first time. I know I'm a dummy. I'm always going to be honest if I don't really understand something, but that's kind of the gist that I got from it. So you know, can we give my man Fowler some, like that was like huge technical testicles. You know, he had, you know, big balls to go in there. He showed right there his love for Patricia right there, and you know, that's a pretty ballsy thing that he did. You know, you got Mr. Grimm, which now that as I'm watching the episodes, like, his name is perfect. So his name for himself just literally just describes himself, you know, throughout these episodes that we've seen. So I think that's a perfect name for him. You know, probably intended, maybe not intended, but either way, that's what we thinking about. It makes a lot more sense as we go on episode to episode. All right, so you got Grimm that, you know, he's been wanting, for a guy that's been wanting a lot of action, right? You know, he's been like living and breathing for some action. Things has fell off, yada, 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 you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, with his rant that he was going on, man, he wasn't the first to jump, you know, to handle that situation. So, you know, talk the big game, but he wasn't about that life right there, you know. So I got to give, again, massive credit to Fowler in this episode, because his bravery was awesome, man. But he, you know, he's by the book, man. Thin Blue, you know, he is by the book, and this is what I was saying about Cray, because my man abused his power right there. It's no different than a police officer that, or even an ambulance. Sometimes they'll admit that they do this sometimes, but they will run the lights so that they can just cut through, you know, a red light. They do that shit all the time, and there's no emergency. Maybe sometimes they're gonna go get some Dunkin' Donuts or some Starbucks or some shit, and they admitted that shit, that they do that stuff. So, so Cray got no chill about that. So, when they were in the bank, and for the first time, and they're waiting on these lines, and you got Goody. Freaking Fowler's face, oh my god, man, the facials that he does, that sounds nasty, but the facial expressions that he does is very, it just makes me laugh more. It's exciting to see. It makes me laugh, and it's funny because, you know, anybody that's been waiting on a line, I've been to the bank many times, and you kind of deposit your check before, you know, direct deposit and all this stuff, you know, made a little bit more convenient. The lines were ridiculous. No matter what day I went, the lines were like super long, and they always seem to have like one staff. I don't know what it is. And that shit happens a lot in the grocery store when you go on food shopping. It's always the same thing. So there'll be like maybe one or two lines, and you'll see that one is moving faster always. And then the minute that you go to that line, that shit moves slowly. Anybody else, you know, can relate to that, because that shit always ticks me off. And then when you know, you're like, all right, so let's say if you had, you know, your girl with you, had to say, go on the other line. Yeah, wait. Yeah, go on the line. Let's see which one moves faster. Shit, I do that shit all the time. So, I can't blame Fowler for not deducing that it was, you know, because he was obviously Rag Week, so he's thinking these pranks is happening, and, you know, but he maybe could have looked at the shapes, maybe the way they're dressing a little bit, but maybe it's not, you know, maybe that's how kids still dress, because they looked like more like, I don't know, like the way they were dressed kind of, even with the mask on, was like biker gang shit, like they just looked like a gang, you know, so, he didn't pick up on that. But yeah, Mr. Grimm, you know, going above and beyond as far as like jumping the gun when he couldn't deduce about the prank. So when he was reading those, I guess they said Gaelic terms, and this man's just like students, college. You know, I was very impressed with him. So let's say we gotta pose the question: Is Paula getting laid tonight? Because the way she was looking, my man, he's getting some action tonight, whether he wants to or not. He's getting something. Grimm also had a nice line when he was talking about, you know, about shoving up the ass and the cock up. You know, I thought that line was funny. You know, so there's like really good lines on this show. The naughty line was pretty cool too. I definitely am enjoying the show that much that I already could tell that this is something I would like to see again and again. I've always been into cop shows. And yeah, we chimed in before about like watching movies like Police Academy and stuff. So I just get a lot of feel good vibes watching the show. I like that. You know, they'll be in the most right now, like a very dangerous situation, and they going on and on about toppings on a pizza and shit. Nobody likes anchovies. And then this guy's going on a rant about pineapple. You know, so like Goody, the other guy that was saying about the anchovies, I forget his name right now, but he comes in at the most awkward times and shit when they were talking about getting a Rogering. You know, she just wants. I was taking it that she wants to get, you know, some I could tell what it was. So hopefully I'm right, because if not, it's either way it was a funny scenario, but you can really get the gist of what's going on with your conversations. If I was in that police station, man, and you're like, there's this gif of Homer Simpson where there's like a grass and he's just going back up. He's backing up like, whoops. You know, like that shit, that's that situation right there. So another solid episode, plenty of laughs, a lot of things going on here. I think we peeped Woolworth and Burger King. We actually, growing up had a Woolworth as well. I don't know if it's in the same brand or the same thing, but it was a cool store growing up. And, you know, I used to get my toys and, you know, get some odd supplies, school supplies there too. They had a little bit of everything. So it was a nice shop. Burger King, you know, I love my fast food sometimes, you know, in moderation and stuff. But yeah, so it's cool when you get to see some of the shops, some of the things that, you know, are in the stuff. Some obviously not here anymore, but it's nice seeing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. There's definitely plenty of laughs for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you all. Shout out to the Patreons as well too. I really appreciate the support. That means the world to me. Helps you know, keep the channel going as best we can. And I thank you all just for tuning in. So you're all appreciated. Never forget that. And we'll see you next time. Peace and love. Peace.